It was the year 2016, and I had been invited to participate in the tree lighting ceremony in Washington, D.C. with the Obama family. It was not only that, but that I was to also introduce him to the nation on from the stage on a PBS special, public television. That was so far over the top that I had no idea how I couldn't even allow myself to think about it as it came up. But I did finally travel with my two granddaughters to Washington, D.C. to witness and to participate in the National Tree Lighting Ceremony. And of course, with a picture of my great-grandmother also along the way. The night before the ceremony, my granddaughters went into their luggage, pulled out a jeweled, beaded handbag that my great-aunt Emily had received from her husband, Dr. Raleigh Coker, on their 35th wedding anniversary. She had given that bag to my Aunt Vivian, my mother's younger sister, and Aunt Vivian had given it to me on my 18th birthday, and I had given it to my granddaughter on her 18th birthday. The kids knew that this evening bag had a role to play, so they packed it in their luggage and brought it along, and my great-grandmother's picture was planted in that little bag so I could carry that into the events for that evening. This would place my great-grandmother, who had been enslaved in 1846 and lived in slavery until she was 19 years old and freed by the Emancipation Proclamation. Her picture would be in close proximity with the White House that had been built by slaves. And they would be a part of a ceremony in which the first African-American president and family would be participating, and where I would be a participant along with them, and where my great-grandmother, in my little evening bag, would be along. No one would know that but me. But I stashed it away, and in the moments before the tree lighting ceremony was to begin, with the picture in that little bag, firmly in my hand, the other hand was reaching out to meet President Obama and the First Lady in a small private tent behind the stage. In my other hand, as I put forth the hand to greet the President on the introduction, he would cup his hand over mine, and in the cupping would transfer the presidential seal in a coin to my hand, as my other hand held my great-grandmother in that little bag. A few moments later, I would be summoned to the stage to introduce the president on national television. And he would, at the end of that introduction and before his welcoming speech, he would embrace me on that stage. And the three of us, before that slave-built White House, would be standing before the nation, blending those times of 1863 and 1921 of my birth, 1846 of her birth, and 2009, the birth of the presidency of the first African-American president, would all be on that stage together. And we were, in those moments, the American narrative. But only I would know that.